This chapter directly continues from the previous chapter. Please ensure you follow the web series chronologically. All the links will be provided in the description below. Thank you.
The House of Kuru, Part 1, Chapter 13. The Secret of Satyavati. A long time ago, in the land not far from Hastinapura, a spiritual giant named Veda Vyasa existed. He was a master of the Veda and a seer of time. The great soul had come into being when his father, another great seer named Parashara, met with a fisherwoman named Gandhi. Parashara was traveling down the land of Bharata when he needed to cross a river. Here he met Gandhi and he requested a trip across the Ganges, a holy river. The sage Parashara was a legendary astrologer as well, who could predict the edict of time with effortless ease. As he was an astute astrologer, he surmised that this moment was the most perfect moment in the constellation of stars and planets for him to have a son. As he was not married, a thought occurred to him. Why not ask this Gandhi, who was ferrying him across the river? "Kind lady," he stated, noting the awkwardness of the situation, he said, "I need to borrow your womb for the birth of a legendary, prodigious son who will verily be an incarnation of the great god Mahavishnu himself." Now, being a very ambitious woman who had heard of the great seer's potency to predict the future with absolute precision, she was intrigued by the proposal. "I understand, O mighty seer, that you can predict the future with near absolute certainty. If this was true, then perhaps you would have predicted yourself to be in a situation that enabled you to be capable of such a birth. Is it not so?" she sneered. "I did," spoke back the seer with a curt smile, which startled her. "I know you to be an ambitious woman, and I am a powerful Maharishi. Speak what you wish, and I will grant it," he said. She was taken aback. Was this an opportunity for her to rise among the fisherwomen, or better yet, an opportunity to rise amongst all women? "I want 2 boons, mighty sage. Being a woman of a fisherman's lineage, I have the smell of fish surrounding my body, which vilifies even the most pertinent opportunity for marriage. I wish to have the odor of pleasant jasmine wherever I go," she spoke. "So be it. You will smell like the odor of jasmine," said the seer, and no sooner than said, a powerful waft of jasmine fragrance filled the air. "O mighty seer, I live in a world where virtue is held in the highest regard. I demand for the next boon that my virginity is restored upon the birth of the incarnate of Vishnu himself," said Gandhi. "Granted. You will remain a virgin after the birth of the child," said the seer. "Then I comply," said Gandhi. "I will now bless you, my child," said the seer, and the great Maharishi Parashara, lightly touching her forehead, a glow encompassed the whole body of Gandhi. The glow grew brighter and brighter. The glow soon engulfed the entire river, and soon the fisherwoman was glowing brighter than the sun itself. By the command of Vayu, the wind god, the seer floated the fishing boat to an island. The glow had now become concentrated on the stomach of Gandhi. Soon the fear of childbirth engulfed Gandhi. I'm scared, she yelled. I feel as though this child will tear open my stomach. I am terrified, O mighty seer, protect me. The Maharishi Parashara quelled her fears with soft words. O sweet damsel, have no fear. I will remove the pain of birth too. Within minutes, a beautiful child with extraordinary brilliance and charisma was born, and it smiled at the woman. She held the child in her arms, and within a few minutes the baby became a toddler. And as she placed the toddler on the floor, it matured into a child and started walking. With only a few steps, the child became an adolescent. The proud father of the child approached the adolescent child and lightly hugged him, and the child became a man. The father, Maharishi Parashara, blessed the man and said, O mighty child, you will compile the entire Veda into 4 edicts. You will also author all the Puranas and be the conduit between man and the celestial. As you were born on an island, I name you Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasa. Vyasa bowed low to his father and approached his mother Matsyagandhi. You have given me life, and you have given me the opportunity of becoming a human. For this, you will always have me by your side should you wish it. But for now, my father has tasked me with a tremendous labor, which I must commence at once. Please, mother, grant me leave so that I may commence this undertaking, said the great son of Parashara, Vyasa, as he fell at his mother's feet and touched them. The fisherwoman was swelling with pride at the grace, courtesy, and gallantry of her own son, whom she just gave birth to a quarter of an hour ago. She then said, Go, my son, and write the history of the world. You will always have my blessing as your mother. And no sooner had she spoken the words, the mighty Maharishi Vyasa disappeared into thin air. Matsyagandhi was still stunned when the Maharishi Parashara requested her to ferry him across the water back to the mainland. Even though she was stunned by the whole chain of events, she spoke of it to no one. She left the Maharishi Parashara on the banks of the mainland and made her way to the tribe. So you see, Bhishma, before I became queen of the realm of Hastinapura, I was the daughter of an ordinary fisherman called Dashraj. I was Matsyagandhi. My job was to ferry people across the river Ganges, and one day, while doing so, a great and mighty seer named Parashara wished to ride upon my canoe. During the ride, a great vision approached his mind, and he realized that this was the time for a great being to be born, a being who was part of the mighty Mahavishnu himself. He touched me lightly on my forehead, and through the might of his prowess, a child was born through his mind and onto my womb. I have, O mighty warrior, a son whose blood has the purity of royalty running through it. He is the mind-born son of the mighty Parashara seer, and upon my request he will appear. With your counsel, we can convince him to perform the same ritual his father performed on me for the continuity of our race, said the widowed Queen Satyavati. My queen, this is acceptable to me. I have heard of the mighty prowess of seers to give life through the power of mind by virtue of their austerity and penances, said the powerful guardian of Hastinapura. Satyavati closed her eyes and meditated on the image of her son, and lo and behold, the powerful seer, the author of the Puranas, the compiler of the mighty Veda, the brilliant, virtuous sage Veda Vyasa appeared in an instant before her. Speak, my dear mother, command me thy will, said the sage, full of rigid vows and austere penances. My son, my dutiful, caring son, you have arrived upon my immediate need, said Satyavati. The sage Vyasa bowed long and low, showering obeisances and respects to his mother. Thy will is my command, dear mother, said the sage.
The glorious sage Vyasa, the very father of Sukha, the seer of the holy Veda, he was the son of Satyavati? How amazing is this? Exclaimed Janamejaya, and Vaishampayana chuckled. Yes, my lord, the mighty seer, the sage Vyasa, is indeed the son of Satyavati. Listen now to the tale of morality explained by the seer. I hope you liked today's episode of The House of Kuru. If you have not already, please subscribe to this channel and like this video so that you will be notified every time a new video is uploaded. Thank you.